Hello everyone, we are back. My name is Cassidy or Starr, and it is the 11th of the 11th 22 today. I was super excited for today to happen, but I had a pretty rough night, I'm going to be honest with you, after being worked on quite a lot over the past few days and Melchizedek really coming in for me last night. I was transmuting a lot. I couldn't sit still, lay still. At one point I had crystals in my hands, in my mouth, and just feeling so many different things all at once. I've been told I'm just transmuting energy. This happened at the start of my ascension process. There was a short period of time when I had no idea what an ascension process was. I was like a wild animal. Is the only way to describe it. I was screaming, crying, just rolling around on the floor, not really sure what was happening, and just feeling like my mind was cracking in two. So the energy was much like that, but there was something a bit more sensual to it last night. I felt like a lot of loving energy around me. I could feel people's energy that I know around me. Certain important people in my life, I felt like they were there with me, cradling me at some point. So I know I'm working through a lot. I know that I'm really being called to come back to my heart space, to come back to that understanding of unity at a source level. I know I'm really being pulled back to the higher levels of consciousness and understanding, but that sometimes comes with a great struggle. You know, we've been taught to live a certain way for such a long time. It can feel pretty painful to return to love, which I know sounds a little bit bonkers, but that was a realm that I had left for a very long time. And during your ascension process, you know, you go through a lot of changes, a lot of tests, a lot of trials, and the first half of my life has been pretty painful, pretty traumatic, you know, in some instances. So there's been a lot of deconstructing, rewiring, and to coming back to self. So I'm really learning a lot, and the energies of this new level of everything is really coming down on me. I know that my light renegades are feeling the same, and I'm so ready and I'm so here for it, but there is you know, some pains that go along with that. So that's the update on me. But it's the 11th of the 11th 22 today, which is a master portal day. So the number 11 is connected to harmony, it's connected to unity, it's connected to everything in the universe and source. It's about cosmic truths and connecting to your wisdom. The number 22 is really important to me and has been in my life for a very long time. And a few other people in my life also are very connected to the number 22. So it's a master builder number. It is about creating your future, creating your truth, and what you want your life to look like, and your connection to humanity. I've really been called to just sit within today. It's the afternoon, I'm in the UK, and I've just been called to just sit and be with self and really tune into what I want to experience. It's a really freeing, but also can be quite a daunting experience to know that you can create anything, you know, for your world and your universe. So what do I want to experience is definitely where I'm at right now in my journey, and understanding what that might look like. Where I want to take all of this, you know. I feel like my mission is here to bring information to, you know, humanity. There's been a lot of things that have fell into place that have made a lot of sense for me in this journey. A lot of synchronicities happened yesterday that put lots of pieces of the puzzle together of exactly where I came from, why I have certain connections to certain deities, and being in Atlantis was like a real major marker point for me in all of this. That all kind of slid into place yesterday with the help of Melchizedek. So that was a really beautiful moment. So just really start to think about what you want to tune into, what you want to experience. You know, I think we have a blueprint that we've written before we've come down here. That's what the message was saying yesterday. You know, it's like we wrote all of this before we came here, but there's also a lot of wiggle room for, you know, different levels of expansion. And, you know, we learn things in this lifetime that corresponds to things that we might want to learn now that we might not have known before, you know. So there is room to experience a lot of things, so be open to that, and just be aware of everything that's around you. Don't let anything slip you by. I'm really trying to be slow and steady, and if a thought comes up, I'm really running with it, you know. And even if it seems slight, because I know that I'm gaining a lot of information, especially on this day. My ears have been ringing so loudly all day, and I've just been vibrating since yesterday. So don't be alarmed if you're experiencing those kind of things too. Please drink lots of water. Programming your water is amazing, so just for it to be cleansing your system. You can send any energy healing that you might be trained in, or just with the intention of drinking this water to purify, you know, my mind, body and soul, and helping me flush out anything that I no longer need is really, really going to be important for you right now. I think that's enough from me for now. So I'm going to straight channel a message from the Galactic Alliance today. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to make sure that it was going to be them. So I'm really excited to hear what they have to say today on this really important portal day. I am going to be filming a oracle reading for today too. I've pulled the cards already, so that will hopefully be loaded on the same day, if not the day after. But yeah, make sure you're not driving, please. Make sure that you are free to receive this transmission and tune into the frequency of the Galactic Alliance with me. Please bear with me because I'm feeling a lot of energy just as it stands, so if I stumble and stutter, I'm sorry in advance. Hello, we are the Galactic Alliance, here with a message for you all today, a message that we are proud of you, a message that we see you and we hear you, and we see where you are right now. We know that for some of you, the messages that you are receiving through this channel have been quite eye-opening, and perhaps the first time you've heard of such things that are connecting you to this world and the galaxies beyond. Some of you, it's the first time you're coming into the understanding that you might not be who you think you are, which we know is a lot, which we know can be overwhelming, but please know that you are so safe. Please know that you are so held by the universe, by your guides, by us, by the Light Renegades, and you are supported in every which way imaginable in your life, so please do not have any fear. We understand the things that you perhaps would have been taught about the universe, about beings that are not from here. Everything is shrouded in a layer of fear, and that is no coincidence. This is to keep you hidden from the true beauty that exists on this planet and the galaxies beyond, and from the beautiful beings that exist wanting to connect to you. You are a light of source. You are a light renegade. All of you are connected. Everyone that is here watching these transmissions, you are connected in some way. You have lived previous lives with each other. You have stepped on the same holy, sacred grounds with one another in previous lifetimes. A lot of you do have a connection to Atlantis. This is one of the main civilizations that came before where we are now, and there are a lot of you that decided to return back from this time because you knew that you had all the information that was necessary to help create this 5D level of existence. The Atlanteans fell, and we now know why. So we are here to try this again and to succeed. There are many of you that this transmission will relate to so closely at your heart space, and drinking water, being around a body of water, will really help you remember and tune into who you used to be and who you are at a soul level. Many of you have been growing for many lifetimes to achieve the level of ascension that is ready for you, is possible for you this lifetime. So please be still and hear our calling. If you have been receiving messages from what you might consider to be the universe, source, God, whoever you believe in. Trust in that knowing. Trust in that those messages were for you. Anything you've been seeing, hearing, experiencing is happening to you, for you, and for your highest good. You are safe. Yes, there are darker energies out there in existence, but for the most part, you will not be interfered with on such a deep level by those things. The light renegades are of a different understanding right now because they are at the forefront of creating a whole new community, which the darker forces will be aware of. So they will try and prevent these people that are here at the forefront of all of this transition. You are part of this, but you are not on the front line, so please do not worry. Some things that are spoken about by the light renegades and other channelers you might be connected to, you might not definitely experience the same things as them, and please know that you are always safe and supported, as are those that are giving you guidance. There are many forces out there which seek to stop you, which seek to leave you in fear, so don't listen to that calling. What is your heart telling you? It's okay to have fear. It's okay to feel overwhelmed when you experience something that is out of what you consider to be the ordinary. Many of you will be in contact with beings that you might never have known existed, but they have been watching you for your whole life. They have been supporting you by your side lifetime after lifetime. So trust in their energies, trust in the information they have for you and the ways in which you are receiving that information. For each of you, this will be different. Some of you can hear, some of you can see, some of you can sense, some of you all of the above, but you all have gifts, talents, attributes that you have collected over many lifetimes. So trust in that energy and know that everything does come in for you in divine right timing. So trust in that timing, trust in the knowing. It is also an auspicious time to put intentions into motion. The 11th of the 11th, 22 is a master portal number, so make sure that you are tuning into the frequencies that exist around you at this time. If you know of a place that holds a vortex for you that feels close to your heart, tune into that energy no matter where you are. Imagine being in a portal, imagine being in a vortex of love, of light, of source, of God, of all creation, and you will be transmuted into that frequency and you will be able to hold this within your heart space. Tune into everything around you, tune into those around you with love. We understand that there is a lot of emotions coming up at this time, digging up a lot of old difficult connections for you, and this might be troublesome. Please try and come at everything with a level of love, with a level of understanding that you are all trying to survive. We want you to be moving from a state of survival into a state of creation, creating your own life form yourself. It is time to stop surviving and to start living in the highest frequency of love with each other. It is time to rise. It is time to listen. It is time to be there for those that need your help. How can you help someone else today? If you are struggling yourself, this does not mean that you can't help other. Someone might just need to hear your struggle and for you to show up in a state of vulnerability just like them. Be that shoulder to cry on. Be that person that can hold space for someone if they are struggling. Of course, protect your own energy, but if you know you can help someone, do not turn a blind eye through fear of being vulnerable, through fear of not being accepted. Accept everyone. Everyone is looking for love, and we all have love in our hearts. So pass that energy on to those around you. Make sure that you are really getting in tune to the Mother Earth frequencies at this time. Some of you are transitioning. Trust in that energy. Trust in the knowing that you know exactly what to do in the best health for your mind, body and soul, and do what you are being guided, what you are being told to do, those intuitive nudges. Listen to that calling. We are contacting many of you on a daily basis, more frequently than ever before, because you are here receiving these transmissions. You are ready. It is time. So listen. Please be still and listen. Enjoy the energies of today. Enjoy the high frequency of today. and let this frequency live inside your heart for the days to come. Remember, it is time to rise. It is time to shine. So shine. We love you. I really needed that today. You know, I have my own private messages, but a lot of the times these days, it's a lot of things that I need to be working on. And, you know, I do get levels of support, but a lot of the time it is all the things that I need to be working through. So it's so nice to sit in your energy, everyone that is watching these. And I feel the future energies of people coming in too, which is really interesting for me and a beautiful place to be sat in. I feel a lot of questions coming through from some of the viewers as well, so please do shoot those over in an email, because we want to make sure we are answering questions for you that you might have about us, about what we are creating, what we are hoping to bring to you. Also, if you have understandings of what you might want more information on, please do send that over to us also, and we will be responding. Yeah, there's a lot of you here, there's a lot of you coming in, so welcome and thank you for being here. I'm really trying to relay as much information as I can for you and share as much as I can of my life in this. You know, I'm quite an open vessel. I have been for a long time, you know, working with people in all manners of energy work and connecting to the higher realms. So I'm here to answer your questions. The Light Renegades are here to answer your questions. I did want to mention something that happened the other night when the Light Renegades were together, and I did a channeling, a past life regression session with Anna Maria, who does the Pleiadian High Council videos at the moment. And I was taken to a time before I arrived here, so it was the time just before I decided to reincarnate back into this earth, and I was seeing my Light Renegades as their innate self, as their Pleiadian self, were on the Pleiades, and I saw my son Neo, I saw my main guides that have been connecting to me from the Pleiades, and we were talking in a level of frequency that I've never experienced before. And, you know, I know it's because I'm ascending in my process of frequency. I will also link the video below of me getting a really large spurt of energy in the summer that has just passed. I'm in the UK, so you can kind of see what I was experiencing and how that might look for you. Sometimes this journey isn't pretty, you know, it can be a lot to understand and your mind melts, so please do reach out to us. I know that it can be quite taxing if this is the first time you're experiencing some things of this. You know, I was really thrust into this realm, this lifetime, and I had no experience in any of this before, and I didn't have anyone to turn to, so I know how traumatic it can feel sometimes. So please do reach out to us. But yeah, I was guided to seeing that the last time that we were all together before we incarnated this lifetime, and it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced. My vision's quite online now, so it was like I was watching a movie, you know, but a movie that was my life, that is me. And I know Anna Maria's message in the last video was about remembering who you were before you came down here. So tune into that energy, you know, you remember who you are somewhere. And it took me a little while to come into that understanding, but that was part of my journey. But for some of you, I know that that information is readily available to you now. So if that's something you are seeking, true remembrance, call that in through this portal. Sit and really tune into you. Try and remember who you were before you came here. If you really feel like you don't know who you are, your soul knows, you know, your heart knows. So tune into that frequency, tune into the vortex that is you, because you hold such power, and just trust in the energy. Make sure that you are setting the best intentions for your health, for those around you, for abundance in all kinds, not just wealth. You know, I think we can get quite trapped in this monetary existence, but wealth comes in all forms. Health above everything else is what I say a lot of the time, you know, and everything else follows. Choose love, choose health, and wealth of the monetary kind will follow. Everything is energy. You are energy, you are love. So align your being, align your chakras. Please do reach out if you want some energy work with any of the Light Renegades. or any of our services that are available. We will start to be announcing the healing circles that are coming in. I think we are going to be doing light language channelings on the 11th of every month, and then healing circles on the 22nd of every month. I did want to shout out Gretchen Olivia, I think her name is. She is a beautiful light language and oracle card reader, and she's someone that I've gone to time and time again to watch her videos for really great knowledge. And I didn't know I could speak light language until I watched her videos. I didn't even know what it was, so that was an activation of me finding her. So I'm always been truly grateful to find her channel. So I hope she doesn't mind I've given her a shout out, and I will link her channel below so you can have a look over there as well. She always has a lot of great information, especially on, you know, healing ancestral karma and this like mother wound and the womb wound, all of those things. I'm trying to differentiate what I should be bringing to the table in these videos, so let me know if you enjoy a bit more of a talky talk, or you prefer just, you know, a bit more of a message too. We're trying to figure out what's going to work for both sides. You know, do we want separate videos of information of things that we are curious about? Do we want more Q&As? What are we wanting, everyone? You know, we really want this to be a community, so do reach out, don't be strangers. I feel your energy, and we really thank you for being here, and we want to provide the information that you need. You know, obviously the GA have their own guidance for us, but there's a lot of things happening all at once a lot of the time, and there's so much information out there that some of you might desperately need that we can help with. So do let us know, shoot us an email, shoot me a personal email, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. But enjoy this portal day, find your sacred space, outside, inside, under the covers, you know, in a cupboard, wherever that might be for you, and just tune into the love available for you from this beautiful planet and the galaxies beyond, and all those beautiful beings that are wanting to connect to you. The angelic realm is so open right now. I don't think that's something that I've discussed that much here, but my connection to the angelic realm is quite profound, and I know that that energy runs deep in a lot of you too, so tune into that. You know, there's a lot of angels wanting to help you. Tune into your guardian angel, tune into the angels that you know exist on this planet already, and perhaps those that you're not aware of yet. Just ask to be tuned into the highest levels of frequency and beings that want to connect to you of light, and you will receive that guidance. It's time, everyone. Have the most beautiful day in 11/11/22, or evening whenever you are watching this. Please go well.